The future is wild. I mean, both in reality, but also remember that Animal Planet show from the early 2000s? It's in my top 10, if not top 5, favorite TV shows of all time. So today, we're taking a look at some of the creatures and making a drink inspired by it that I'm calling the New World. For this cocktail, you'll need a large ice sphere, bourbon, blue curacao, a pear liqueur, sea salt, and bitters. Start with the ice sphere in your glass, add a generous pinch of sea salt, an ounce and a quarter of your bourbon of choice, an ounce of blue curacao, a half ounce of that pear liqueur, and a dash of bitters. Give it a hefty stir and enjoy the New World. Cheers! For those who don't remember or have yet to see it, The Future is Wild was an imagining of what the world would be like once humans are gone in 5 million, 100 million, and 200 million years from now. The show looks specifically at the evolution of flora and fauna, and while a few dozen creatures were featured in the series, only 7 of them got the figure treatment for these blind boxes. I'm not entirely sure which company produced these figures, but they did not disappoint. Sold in randomly assorted cases of 10 boxes, each box contains one of 6 common figures, or the secret chase figure. Let's go chronologically, jumping ahead 5 million years to the ice world with one of my absolute favorites, the Gannetwhale. This is my favorite creature design from the show, and I'm so glad it made the cut for this set. However, every single one that I've seen has a droopy beak. The soft material that it's cast in doesn't allow the beak to be as rigid as it should, but otherwise, the sculpt and paint is spot on. I usually bend the beak back a bit so it can settle into place where it should. Moving down to the Amazon grassland, we have the Carakiller. This is another fun design, and luckily it comes with a base that allows it to stand upright, otherwise it would just fall on its face. I should also mention that all the figures are roughly the same size, about 2 inches, which means they're not all the same scale, but that's fine with me. Fast forward 100 million years to the hothouse world. We have our secret figure, the Poggle. Yes, the only mammal in the set, and arguably the cutest of the lot, is the one you have to hunt for. The creature design doesn't really do much for me, but I appreciate how they picked creatures from a wide variety of regions and timelines. This timeline also has my favorite of the set, the Toraton. I'll take massive reptiles all day, any day. I just love the paint and detail on this design. Seeing these majestic beasts roaming the Bengal swamps in herds is all the excuse I need to buy multiples of these. I've also been tempted to paint up some of my Gamera figures using this color scheme. Our final 3 figures are all from the New World, 200 million years in the future. Starting with the ocean Flish, featured prominently on the packaging, and the largest of the figures due to the wingspan and the size of the base. Definitely an off-putting design, but I dig the colors. Then we have the Terabyte. While all the other figures have 2 parts, the animal and the base, this one comes in 4 parts. The insect itself features a top and bottom half and also requires a small clear plastic peg to secure it to the base. I tend not to gravitate towards insect figures, but I do appreciate how the company was willing to add something so complex to the set, as there were many other creatures that would have been much easier to produce. And last, but certainly not least, as this is my 3rd favorite figure from the lot, we have the Megasquid. Like most of them, this one can stand just fine without the base. I love futuristic reimaginings of creatures based on modern science, so The Future is Wild is as fascinating to me now as it was 20 years ago, if not more so. I wish we had gotten figures of the Desert Hopper or any of the Rattlebacks. Maybe someone can 3D print those? As this series came out 20 years ago, I think that ship has sailed, but hey, who knows what the future may hold. If you're not too busy looking these up on eBay or watching or rewatching the series, let me know which is your favorite. Otherwise, good luck on your hunt, and remember to please drink responsibly.